Now, the richest football league in the world kicks off on Saturday with the return of the Premier League. The first game involves Stoke City.
The Potters travel up the M6 to Liverpool on Saturday lunchtime, with new manager Mark Hughes looking to rebuild his own reputation and that of his new club. Today, he's been talking to Laura May McMullen.
It's a new era at Stoke City Football Club, and a challenge new manager Mark Hughes is determined to make a success of.
You have to work exceptionally hard to ensure that you remain a Premier League manager. I've known to my own cost that it's not easy, but I think with the quality of people I've found here and the quality of people I feel I've brought here, then I think we can be successful.
Hughes knows the pressure is on to climb the ranks of the Premier League. He's confident the squad can adapt to his style of play.
Well, I think my style is setting up a team that's dynamic, that wants to be on the front foot, that wants to dictate to the opposition when we can. I think we have enough ability in the squad to be able to do that.
It'll be welcome news to Stoke City supporters who've made no secret over the last couple of seasons of their desire to have more entertaining football, and they want a top 10 finish.
After the Potters' first season in the Premier League under former manager Tony Pulis, the club finished 12th. The next 3 seasons they established themselves in the top flight but finished in the lower half of the table. And the theme continued last season again with a 13th place finish. Hughes has brought in an experienced backroom staff. His assistant manager Mark Bowen and first team coach Eddie Nidzwicki have also worked with him at Blackburn, Manchester City, Fulham and QPR.
Would you say a top 10 finish is realistic, say?
Who knows? Long term, that certainly is where we want to be. Whether it happens this year or not, time will tell, but the intention is to be a successful Premier League side in the top half.
The manager's aim is to bring in a striker before the transfer window closes in 2 weeks. He knows it's imperative to make a strong start, and he'll be backed by more than 3,000 fans at Anfield on Saturday. Laura May McMullen, BBC Midlands Today, Stoke-On-Trent.
And one of those fans is Martin Smith, editor of Stoke City fanzine The Oatcake. He joins us now. Martin, good evening. How are Stoke fans feeling with the new season approaching?
Good evening. I think everyone's feeling excited and maybe a little bit anxious because it's a big step into the unknown. But yeah, I think everyone's really looking forward to it. It's a new chapter in the Stoke City story, and you know, we're kind of ready to embrace what we hope is a new era for the club.
Now, I think it's fair to say that Mark Hughes wasn't really universally welcomed when he was first appointed. Has that changed at all?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody had their kind of idea of who they would like to see at the club, and maybe some of those, you know, were kind of pipe dreams. But in the cold light today, the board knew what kind of manager we could get and looked at what really is a proven track record apart from one little spell at QPR. And I think he's probably going to be a good fit for the club, and I think a lot of fans have come to realise that.
Now, Martin, the boss has said he'd like to sign a striker before the transfer window closes in a couple of weeks. What's on your shopping list?
Yeah, striker. Yeah, we're thinking along the same lines there. I mean, it's, you know, it's a well-known fact that we've struggled to score goals in most seasons since we came up, but particularly the last 2, and it's really held us back, you know. And we have to resolve that, and we may be able to do that through a different style of play. But in all likelihood, we're probably going to need a fresh face or two to invigorate the team. And you know, we've got till September the 2nd, but yeah, the sooner the better.
OK, Martin Smith, have a good season, enjoy it. Thank you.
A question for you. Do you know